Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Petty. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Here we go. Handoff to the lone back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Petty. Got a man, it's Alston. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
7, Georgia, 0.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. offense working from the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, get ready, Reese, to call this guy's name out a lot in this one, because he is the go-to guy. This is the stud player on offense, lining up in the slot where the quarterback is going to look more often than not. He's one of the biggest playmakers they have, and the defense needs to be ready for him.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point is good. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the first. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
6-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Lets it fly. Makes the grab on the big throw. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Back to pass, it's Petty. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He's got it. Still on his feet. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive.
21, Georgia, 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Now improvising. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football.
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space. He now has 62 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Right back to the well. Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Petty. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Dropping back, it's Petty. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it over the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a...
Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Got his man on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Kelly. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Here's the handoff. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the ground game. Drives into the pile just to pick up of 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Petty. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Finds his tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my man.
Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's Kelly. Release to the back. He's got him this time. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He now has 85 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snagged out of the air. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Base 27, John. Base.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to throw. It's Petty. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Now adjusting. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
41, Georgia 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Powers through the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Petty. Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Military stunt.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Alston. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
In college football, they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.